in understanding the struggle for liberation of not just the African continent, but our African brothers outside of Africa. That is why I align with the person who said that Cuba was Latin America and Latin Africa. And I must tell you that I haven't been to Cuba. I applied actually for the Cuban visa. Got it through our late comrade, I forgot his name now, who used to help us. Omotajin. But I didn't make it to Cuba. But I've been in Brazil and I've seen our people in Brazil. But I really, really appreciate the courage of Cubans. They are really the Davids that killed Goliaths over these years. Just making a biblical reference. This is not a Christian event. And the US is 90 miles. Florida is 90 miles from Cuba. But Cuba is a country that they couldn't defeat within that range. They have defeated countries that are thousands of miles. Sometimes they don't have to shoot a catapult before these countries fall apart. And they did it to us here in Nigeria, December 25th, Christmas Day. They threw bombs in several parts of Nigeria and defeated the spirit of Nigeria as a country that used to stand up not only against the US imperialism on the continent of Africa through South Africa, but a country that has the largest population of black people. They threw a bomb, several bombs in this country, just so that they can tell us that we are nobody. And it was the reason why I have no doubt, and those of you who are here who probably haven't seen me a lot, I lived in the US for 20 years. And my wife and children are still in the US. In fact, I carry their green card. And I can tell you that the reason why most Nigerians are afraid today to talk about what America is doing in Cuba and Venezuela and other places is because they are afraid of losing their visas. Sadly. But I've told them, if you want to take my visa, you can take it, but you can't take my dignity. And it's not going to happen. But one thing I know is that Donald Trump will not last forever. Just like the US had presidents that did wrong against humanity and they were disgraced, Donald Trump will go down that rabbit hole as well. You cannot tell me that you hate Cuba for standing up to be who they want to be, not slaves of anyone. And you say you believe in human rights, but the people of Palestine don't matter. We can kill 1,000 of them per minute, and nobody will say a word. But the Cubans who have never offended you other than saying, look, we are human beings, we just happen to be unfortunate to share the same continent with you, you're killing them the way you have never done to anybody before. A small country that has given education to its people, give medical care to its people, and made even black people the pride of the world. You want to destroy them. And nobody's talking about part of the reason why they hate Cubans is because of racism. They just can't stand the blacks there, who, by the way, are some of the most beautiful people in the world, Cubans. So I want to solidarize with the Cubans. It's not about long speeches. We must do to Cuba what we used to do for South Africa. Stand with them, stand for them, and ensure that even when the world says no, we send support to them. Because if Nigeria were to be in this situation when Fidel Castro was around, he would have sent support to us. And he would have damned the consequences. And that is why our country also, and this is my last word here, and this for Nigerians, we need leaders, real leaders, who understand the meaning of the pride of black Africans, who can stand up. We don't need all these leaders who fold, the moment they see an American congressman. They are folded. And as we speak now, even the Anglo Defense Pact that we fought against has been reinstated in Nigeria. The Nigeria now has a refueling station for drones. We don't produce fuel for drones. Why are we refueling drones in Nigeria? It's not a refueling station. It is an American base
that they have not succeeded in doing all these years. That is what they have just imposed on us. Once again, Cubans, we stand with you, and we will ensure that nobody buries you under any circumstances, because whatever hurricanes cannot do to Cubans, Americans can do to Cuba. You will survive. You will survive, and we stand with you. Solidarity.